So, are you ready to start building some real wealth in 2026? Look, this isn't about some get-rich-quick nonsense or needing a ton of cash to even get started. We're about to break down the powerful habits and, more importantly, the mindset that can make smart investing just a natural part of your life.
You've probably heard it a million times, right? Invest early, invest often. But for a lot of us, that just feels impossible. We think, well, the problem is my paycheck. We assume the real issue is the number in our bank account. But what if it's not? What if the one thing that's truly holding you back has nothing to do with your income at all?
What if the real barrier is all in your head? You know, the way you think about money, about risk, about what's even possible for you. This right here, this is the real secret to building wealth long-term, and it's something you have complete control over starting today.
And making that change, it doesn't take a fortune. In fact, this is all you need to get in the game. $100. Seriously, that's it. That's less than a few dinners out or a couple of streaming services you forgot you had. This single number proves that investing isn't some exclusive club for the rich. This is your entry ticket.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning, the foundation. Before we even talk about stocks or different kinds of accounts, we have to tackle the real wealth barrier. So Section 1 is all about why the very first thing you need to invest in is your own mindset.
Just look at these two paths. So many of us, without even realizing it, are stuck on the left side, living with a scarcity mindset. It's that constant, nagging feeling that there's never enough, right? And that fear, it pushes us into making bad, short-sighted decisions with our money. So habit number 1 is to consciously shift over to the right, the abundance mindset. Now, this isn't just some fluffy, positive thinking exercise, it's a strategic move. It's about training your brain to see opportunities for growth everywhere and to start seeing money for what it really is, a tool to help you create value.
And once you start seeing those opportunities, you need to know what you're working with. This brings us right to our second habit, getting some serious financial self-awareness. It all boils down to this one simple, powerful truth. If you have no idea where your money is actually going each month, you have zero control over it. It's controlling you.
And let's be really clear here. Tracking your spending is not about putting yourself on a miserable, restrictive budget. It's about empowerment. It's about taking back control. When you finally know exactly where every dollar is going, you can spot those little financial leaks. You know, that subscription you forgot about, or how much those daily coffees are really adding up. This is how you gain control and start intentionally moving your money away from things that don't matter and toward the goals that absolutely do.
Our third habit, honestly, it's like a genuine superpower in our world of I want it now. This quote says everything. Small sacrifices today lead to massive freedom tomorrow. Mastering delayed gratification is really just about choosing a bigger, better reward later over a smaller, instant one now. And that idea? That's the entire philosophy behind every successful investor.
And here's why that choice is so incredibly powerful. Every single dollar you decide to invest today gets a boost from this amazing, almost magical force called compound interest. It's literally how your money starts making its own money, which then makes even more money. So think of it like this. Delayed gratification provides the fuel, and compounding is the engine that's going to drive you straight toward that massive freedom we were just talking about.
Okay, so we've laid all the mental groundwork. Now let's get practical. In Section 2, we're going to build the actual systems that make all this smart financial behavior totally automatic. We're going to take willpower and emotion right out of the equation.
And that brings us to habit number 4, which is, I'm not kidding, maybe the simplest and most effective financial habit you'll ever learn. Pay yourself first. All this means is that you, your savings, your investment goals, you get the very first dollars from every paycheck, not whatever scraps are left over at the end of the month. Now, the secret sauce to actually making pay yourself first work is automation. You just set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your investment account for the day you get paid. Boom, done. This completely removes the need to make a decision. You're not tempted to spend that money because you never even really see it. This is how you make good financial habits just happen, and it proves that slow, steady consistency is so much more powerful than trying to do everything at once. You'll literally be building wealth in the background without even thinking about it.
So your money is being saved automatically. Fantastic. But where does it actually go? I know this is the part that feels a little intimidating, but our fifth and final habit makes it unbelievably simple. Welcome to the set it and forget it strategy.
This whole strategy uses a really simple tool called an exchange-traded fund, or ETF. Don't let the jargon scare you. Just think of an ETF as a basket, and inside that basket are tiny little pieces of hundreds of different companies. So when you buy just one share of that ETF, you instantly own a tiny piece of every single company inside that basket.
And that's exactly why ETFs are perfect for anyone starting out. You get instant diversification, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. They're super low cost, and they let you grow your money passively. You don't have to be some stock-picking genius, you just get to grow your money along with the overall market. It all comes back to the most important rule of investing. Consistent time in the market is so much more powerful than trying to perfectly time the market.
All right, you've got the mindset down. You've got the strategy. Now it's time to put it all together and make it real. Here is your simple 3-step action plan to start building wealth as soon as this is over.
It really is this simple. Okay, step 1. Open the right kind of account. This could be a normal brokerage account, or even better, a powerful retirement account like a Roth IRA that gives you incredible tax advantages down the road. Step 2. Choose your first investment. A broad market S&P 500 ETF is an amazing starting point. It basically gives you a small piece of 500 of the biggest, most successful companies in the US. And finally, step 3, automate it. Set up those recurring transfers, and then just check in on it once a year. That's it. Simple, powerful, and it absolutely works.
Building wealth isn't really about luck or timing. It's about having the right mindset, building the right systems, and just taking consistent action, even if it's small. When you adopt these habits, you're not just investing your money. You're investing in a more secure, more abundant future for yourself. The blueprint is right here. Your financial future literally starts right now. So what's your first move?